Few weeks ago, the star-studded event themed Nollywood at 20 took place in Lagos, and it was well attended by notable Nollywood stars and friends of the industry. But after the event, a broadcast message on social media conveying the thoughts of actors from the Yoruba genre of the Nigerian movie industry was passed. The message read, and we quote, "Afizowo Seriki Olopolo celebrated 20 years on stage. So how come Nollywood itself is 20? Unquote. If movie production in Nigeria dates back to the 60s and 70s in Nigeria, so how come Nollywood is 20? Or doesn't the word Nollywood mean Nigerian movie industry?
Nollywood, what we call Nollywood, or how Nollywood came about, was when we started doing recording, and the recording went straight to production, to video, to CDs, and it was to videos actually, not CDs, and it was sent straight to the markets. And it started with Living in Bondage, which was a Kenneth Neboe's film, and that is why we termed Nollywood. From then, that was when the name Nollywood came about.
Well, they said that started when the film Living in Bondage, was released. So that is Nollywood. All right. But if you're talking Nigeria film industry, it started way back before then. It started, more than 40 years ago.
For me, I don't see any need in the controversy. In fact, there shouldn't be any controversy, because the Nollywood that's celebrated at 20 is a component of the whole concept of Nollywood, which is loosely used to describe the Nigerian cinema industry. And it's even gone beyond that, because outside of Nigeria, there's films that are made either from Ghana or South Africa or in the diaspora are generally referred to as Nollywood.
Yes, they were there long before Nollywood. We accept. All we are saying is we will celebrate Nollywood 20 years down the line from Living in Bondage, because that was when we actually started selling it to the viewers directly on tape. Even when they were shooting their films, the Yorubas then, it was being shown in theaters. Yeah? You couldn't just buy it immediately after the production. You go and buy your CD or your tape, as in 20 years ago. But now, when we started Nollywood, you could. For you to watch an Ogunde film, someone I totally respect, man, you must go to the theater. Yeah? So, I don't think that controversy should cause any enmity. I think we just need to explain it, why this is where we are today and why we are celebrating who we are today.
The industry is segregated. You have the Hausas doing their own thing called Kannywood. They don't even release in Lagos. They don't even go to Southwest. They are doing their thing in their country, and they are selling to their immediate consumers. We have the Southwest people, the Yorubas, doing their film. When you attend the core Nollywood events, how many Yoruba people do you see there, or how many Yoruba actors and filmmakers do you see there? It is different. Everybody's just doing their thing. For me, I'm on my own. I'm just doing my thing as well.
You see everybody represented in my events. All the events I've had, you must always see. I don't have time for I am this, I am that. For me, an actor is an actor. We celebrate, we invite them. We invite everybody. If they are celebrating, they don't invite me, I show. So in fact, I think I actually have more closer friends in the Yoruba genre than in the English genre.
If they want to come together, I think it will be for the betterment of the country. But if not, everybody should be doing their thing.
If you take me, I can tell you that I am the other Nollywood, in the sense that I had a long period of preparation in the sense that my journey has been very progressive and didn't start 20 years ago or 30 years ago. Probably started 2,000 years ago, when you think about the expression of our people, what they did and what's the new technology. And for instance, I can tell you that my life started in folklore, and then from folklore into orality. And from orality, I discovered Yoruba, in fact, Nigerian literature. From literature, theater, which is very important in my development. For part of my development, I'm also a beneficiary of 50 years of successful television broadcast in Africa, because it happened here in Nigeria, in the western region of Nigeria in 1959, when television broadcasting was brought here for the first time in Africa. You know, so I went into television, after television I went to cinema, you know, and then the common ground between this is the digital technology, digital media, and which is another component of Nollywood itself. So I think the problem historically is, you know, Nigeria, we are very bad at keeping history, and we are very bad at archiving, when you can cut off a people's history, you know, and take a point and reestablish it as a new history. I don't think it is, because the Nollywood has been celebrated at 20. It's a beneficiary of the television broadcasting that was brought into Nigeria in 1959.
The way we started doing this wasn't to disrespect anybody. Yeah? Maybe those of us in situations, in leadership, should have gone so far to do things, but we didn't. So it is our fault. Our fathers, our uncles started all this before us. We agree. We've all sorted this out. In fact, on that evening, you will understand why I say we've sorted it out. Because we have come to the table. But then again, we invited them severally for meetings. A lot of them couldn't make it. They kept giving excuses why they couldn't come. But now it's all over. Everybody has understood where we are going to, and where we are, and where we plan to reach.
In other words, for me, it is a normal progression. It is nothing new, but a logical progression, you know, on the journey to something else. Therefore, you could say that the Nollywood that's been celebrated has ethnic coloration, and it is commercialism.
I operate in this industry, and if this industry is called Nollywood, then I'm part of it. But if Nollywood, if it is about the content, then I don't think I belong here.
When I hear people saying Kannywood, Nollywood, it doesn't make sense. What is all that? We are one Nigeria, we are one body. And the sooner we all start living in peace and understanding that we are going to be together for a long time, they better start understanding it.
So for me, yes, it's a celebration. You know, I like it, and I congratulate people who are celebrating, because they deserve it, and I think we all deserve it.
In our own opinion, the Yoruba need to up their game and make concrete contribution towards the growth of the Nigerian movie industry. Things might actually get better if we have a united industry, but is that possible?